Hey YouTube, I'm here to show my video game finds for August 9th and the week before that. Pretty good week, I would say. A lot of console pickups, not as many games as the last few weeks, but overall a pretty good week. I actually did go to a flea market this morning because I had some time that I usually don't, so I'll show you those at the end of the video. Not that great. I don't think the flea market near my house is very good anyway, but that's probably why I don't go that much. So like I said, a lot of consoles this week, but garage selling not as good as the last few weeks. So I'll get right into it. The first console I picked up was a Wii from Salvation Army for $30. Came with all the cords and one controller. And then I picked up two PS1 games for $3 a piece. Dexter's Laboratory for the PS1 and NASCAR Rumble for the PS1. So those were all my pickups at Salvation Army. And then at Goodwill, I picked up another console. Try to find if it's the right one. Picked up one N64. Came with one controller, I believe. No controller at all. But it did have the Rumble pack inside, so it wasn't a really good deal for only $10. And then at Goodwill, I picked up a few other items, I believe. Just only one game. Picked up one game for $3. Odd that the sports games were $5 and this was $3. Final Fantasy for the Wii. It does have some water damage on the top though, which kind of sucks. Still a pretty good pickup for $3. And then at a different Goodwill, picked up another handheld console, a pink DS Lite for I think $25. It did come with the stylus, no charger, but it did power on. It did work right when I was buying it, so pretty good deal. And then at Savers, I actually picked up a few consoles. The big purchase of the week would be PlayStation 3, 160 gig slim, no controller. I haven't tested it, but it says it works. Paid $90. And then I also picked up another console at a different Savers for $25, Fat PS2. This one I tested, it does work. It did come with one controller. The odd thing is it came with two, and one of them was a GameCube controller. I don't know why they threw in the GameCube controller. And then I got a stack of games there. The day I picked up the PS3, they had, for some reason, the pricing for some of their cartridge games were really dirt cheap, so I just picked them up. They're all like $1 or less. So I got TAC-2 for the Game Boy Advance, Rampage Puzzle Attack, Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2, the 1DS game, Scooby-Doo Unmasked. Like I said, they're only less than $1. Same with the Sonic game, Sonic Spinball for the Genesis, less than $1. And then two NES cartridges, less than $1. Super Mario Duck Hunt, and just Duck Hunt by itself. Kind of odd that someone would just buy Duck Hunt by themselves. And I think that was it for Salvation Army. Well, actually, on that one pickup, actually picked up a few games. Oblivion for Xbox 360, I think it was $3 or $4. And then this one was, I think, $4. Crash Bash for the PS1. So those were actually all my pickups at the same time I picked up the PS3. And then when I picked up the PS2, I picked up a stack of PS2 games and Xbox games. I think $3 or $4, probably $4 a piece, I would say. Dark Cloud, nice pickup. I haven't picked one of those up in a while. Resident Evil, Code Veronica, and then a few Xbox games. Atari, Technology. Need for Speed Underground 2. Sonic Heroes, and finally, I just picked this up because it is sealed. World Championship Poker. Definitely would not have picked it up if it wasn't sealed. So those were all my pickups at Salvation Army. Savers. Actually, I picked up one controller there. I think when I picked up the PS2 stuff, one N64 controller, only $3. So those were my pickups at Salvation Army. Not Salvation, I keep saying that. Savers. And actually pretty much all the thrifting places I went to. So quite a few consoles, I would say. So garage selling wise went not so great. Okay, I would say. A lot of games, a lot of small pickups. There was a say, what was it? Not community sale, citywide sale, where I usually garage sale. So problem is they don't list, they just list by categories. So I kind of took a guess, just went to about, I think, 40 garage sales and didn't really pick up that many games or consoles. Just because, it's citywide, people are like, oh, I'll just do it and just throw their trash out there. So like I said, most of these pickups are only 1 or 2 items. I don't think I paid more than $3.50 for one of the games at all for the highest price game, so you're not expecting anything great out of this lot of games I'm about to show you. I'll probably just go through all the games and not really describe the citywide. Oh, it's a citywide, just one garage sale after another. So I'll get right into it. The first pickup, I actually got this kind of for free because there's a bunch of Blu-ray Disney movies that I picked up. So always pick up Disney movies, like I say, if you're going to sell those. So they tossed this in. Alice Madness Returns for the Xbox 360. And then the next garage sale, $2 a piece. Batman the video game for the PS2 and Lego Indiana Jones. And then following that, another $2 pickup, Epic Mickey for the Wii. And then right after that, across from a church rummage sale, there was a garage sale. Picked up one Xbox game, Painkillers Hell Wars for the Xbox for $3. And then at the rummage sale that I went to, a church rummage sale right after, across the street. Probably should have went there first because someone picked up a Genesis lot, but I picked up the PS2 lot that was available. So I got for $10 one PS2, and then they threw in one controller and one game. Trying to find the game. The game was actually pretty good because the game's like worth $20. Silent Hill 3 for the PS2. It is complete, so really nice pickup for $10. And then right after that, there was a hit. I guess a parking lot sale. So they just let people set up at the parking lot. So some guy had some Genesis stuff, picked it up for $2 a piece. A Game Genie for the Genesis. And then he only had 2 games. I just bought them because they were complete. Golden Axe 2 and Golden Axe. Real nice condition. So following that, pretty much wasn't that great afterwards. This was a drive-by garage sale, one that I wasn't planning to go to, but it was there. So for $2.50, I paid for Star Wars: The Force Unleashed for the Wii, and Star Wars 3, Lego Star Wars 3 for the Wii. They did say someone else came and bought the other games, so pretty sure he had a lot more better games than those 2. And then this one actually was the only listing that actually, there's a few listings for video games, and I went to them, but only 2 of them actually had some video games left. This one, someone said they bought a bunch of games. I kind of should have showed up early. I think I paid $15 for 3 games, or no, I paid $10 for these 3 games. So Monopoly for the Wii, The Sims for the PS2, and The Simpsons Road Rage for the PS2. I don't know why I keep buying this. It's not a very expensive game. I keep getting it confused with The Simpsons Hit and Run, which is more expensive. And then the other posting that actually said they had video game stuff, he had a PS3, he wanted $180, and they bundled it with a few games, but the titles weren't that great. So I picked up actually one game, he wanted $20. Still pretty fair price for this one, because it just came out, Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS3. Not a bad deal. He wanted $20 for all the games, even Grand Theft Auto 4, so I thought he was kind of crazy over there. So those are most of my pickups, and this was all before like 9:30. After that, I kept going, and it didn't get better. It was just a lot of garage sales that just didn't have that much stuff. So a few other more pickups, a few DS titles, only paid $2. Lego Battles for $2. This one was $3. Moon for the DS, and then they actually tossed this in because it's just missing. There's no cartridge. Metroid Prime Hunters. So those were my pick. Actually, this was 2 different sales. So the very last sale pickup, I would say, for games, I actually went to this one, and he had a PS1 and he had a bunch of games, but he didn't want to separate it. So I kind of like was just looking at it randomly and grabbed 2 games. Kind of like, just want these two. He's like, I'm gonna bundle. He didn't want it, and then I just said, okay, fine. And I just walked away, and then he said, you know what, for $2 a piece, I can pick these games up, even though he wanted to bundle everything. 2 Crash games, Crash Bandicoot for the PS1, and Crash Bandicoot Warped with the weird hologram graphics in the front. So, pretty good pickups, I would say. Mostly for $2 a piece, black label. So there's one other pickup, probably, I would say a really interesting pickup, just because, I guess in the middle of the garage sailing, I picked up another console, another N64. This one was missing it's not the right one. Showing you the same one I got at the Goodwill. Another N64. They all look alike. This one didn't have an expansion pack in it though. They both did work. I tested them out. This one, she just had like a basket of gaming stuff. And she's like $10 for everything. And I just saw this sticking out. I was like, of course I'm going to pay $10. So what else was in there? Guitar Hero, which I'm not going to show you. And then some mics for the Xbox. And then one controller for the N64. A really nice clear purple one. Or atomic purple. And then a few Xbox 360 controllers. A lot of Xbox 360 peripherals was in the box. Mad Catz version, another Mad Catz version. So this was all $10. So I thought at the end it was a really good deal. Even had some power cables that I actually needed for some other stuff. So those were actually all my pickups for garage selling. Like I said, not as good as the last few weeks, but it's hard to compare when last few weeks were just crazy. And then now I'm going to show you what I got at the flea market. The one near my house, it's not that great of a flea market, I would say. Mostly you got to go to places where they're selling more than just games, like just random junk, because then they'll give you the best prices. If you just go to a video game booth, they know the prices, so they're going to charge you the full price. So I didn't get that much stuff there. You get a few good items, I would say. Didn't pay more than $5 per game here. So $4 I paid for this one, the first one. NBA Street for the GameCube. Only reason why I picked this up because it says Mario All-Stars on the top. Because you can play as Mario when it is more than $10 game on eBay. Just because of the Mario. And then for $4 again, We Love Katamari for the PS2. Only $2, which I was surprised because they never go below $4, I think. Star Wars Battlefront 2 for PS2. I didn't even negotiate, she just said $2. And then a really nice black label, Spyro the Dragon for $5. And then one Super Nintendo game. Not a very expensive game, probably worth how much I paid for $5. Fatal Fury for $5. I just like the cover art, so I picked it up. And then I picked up two more consoles. They're the same console. He didn't have any cords or anything, so I was just like, you know, how much do you want for this? Some random guy who's selling weird electronics. I only wanted $20 a piece, so I picked up 2 Wii's for $40 total. I have plenty of cords, so I wasn't worried about seeing if I could test them or not test them, because I have a bucket full of power adapters and cables for it. So that is all my pickups. Checking. Yeah, those were all my pickups this week. I would say quite a few consoles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 consoles. So a lot more consoles in the last few weeks. But overall, I'd say a pretty good week. Not, the games weren't stellar, I would say, compared to the last 2 weeks. Thank you for watching. Pretty good week, I would say. And I will see you next week. See ya.